In the last 10 hours, incredible two pieces of news came out that just literally changed everything. And I don't want to be bragging and saying, oh, I told you, but guys, Mr. Spot On is here on duty for you. What did I tell you yesterday? I told you that the chances of the SPOT ETF on Ethereum are far greater than people are expecting. So what is this? And what is this? Look at the trade. $225,000 in profits. And I'm not taking profits here because who gives a shit about 225? We'll discuss the price targets in just a second. So let's have a look at what happened. Because everybody was saying, oh, Solana is pumping. This is like Ethereum is doing nothing. And I told you, be patient. Sit there. Understand what is possible for what kind of narrative change could happen now. And be patient. Position yourself correctly. What did I tell you? Go to my previous video, the one before, and the one before. And then you shall be rewarded. 225. So, and it is just the beginning. So let's have a look as to what actually happened and what actually caused this. And before we come back to the chart, and remember guys, I'm trading over on Bybit, and with my exclusive link down in the description of this video, you can claim up to $30,000 initial deposit bonuses. And also if you deposit $100, you can get $100, but with only my link, which is down in the description of this video, to Bybit. Now, chill out of the way. Here it is. Ethereum's approval raised to 75% chance by Bloomberg analyst. So suddenly, I told you that I'm not buying that the approval chance is only 11%. And I gave you all the reasons so many times before. I did deep dives, deep analysis of Ethereum, why that is. And now suddenly, a Bloomberg analyst comes out and says, yeah, Coinbase actually did. And I told you about this in the previous video. And now Bloomberg analyst came out and he said that the chance is actually 75%. There you go. But whom did you hear about this from first? From Mr. Thomas Quallo. So let's move on. Here it is. This is the Bloomberg analyst. Jeff and I are increasing our odds of spot Ethereum ETF approval up to 75%, up from 25. Hearing chatter this afternoon that SEC could be doing a 180 on this, increasingly political issue. So now everyone is scrambling. So what he's saying here, right? I read it a bit deeper. So that Biden could possibly be losing the election because of crypto, because Trump is like, ooh, there's so many crypto people in the US. How about I actually swing them my way and support crypto? And now they're starting to probably realize this. And maybe he's calling Gary Gensler saying, you know what? Stop this. Just let's be nice to people and let's just actually do what people want and actually promote freedom, decentralization, and actual innovation in the United States. So who knows? Maybe this is it. This is what he is saying here. So this is political pressure. Now, besides this, what also we were saying from the side of SEC, which is just telling me that right now, if my prediction was about 50, 60, 70% chance of the Ethereum ETF, with this, I think it's 100% now. So let me show you. SEC is actually urging exchanges to expedite updates on their 19B filings for spot Ether ETF. So if they're asking exchanges to expedite updates, you think it's not going to happen? I mean, come on. And now, if it is going to happen, should we be taking our profits now? I don't think so. I just don't think so. Because just to give you a small update on, for example, Bitcoin ETFs, we're seeing that Hong Kong, this is the US one. So again, yesterday it was 230 million, and then it's just very stable. It's very nice. And even the Hong Kong one, it's laughable. But even the Hong Kong one is actually accumulating something like 6 million a day. It's small, but nonetheless, something is actually being accumulated. So remember what kind of crazy buying pressure it is. And Ethereum is such a smaller asset, and there's going to be this inflow of capital that is waiting to get into it. Just like it was with Bitcoin. Once we had this sell the news type of an event, and then we actually had a crazy pump because the liquidity started coming in. Same thing is here. Plus, the market is still not fully pricing in the chances of this because it just happened literally 12 hours ago. So probably the price, if nothing changes, will keep going up for some time. And again, I told you about this before, that this is what I was expecting. And now also the craziest part before we move to the chart, and before I tell you something that you just will... So, and those are the targets for the trade. So this is another piece of news that just came out in terms of the American Blockchain Act of 2023. So this is right here. The deployment of American Blockchain Act of 2023 actually has passed the House. And this Act removes power from US SEC over crypto. And according to this House bill, the Secretary of Department of Commerce shall serve as the principal advisor to the president regarding blockchain technology. So what this means is that this bill removes the power of SEC over crypto, and it's pretty epic, isn't it? So we're seeing this transition, and it could not have been better. And I told you about this. And you know what else I'm telling you guys about? I mean, I called this Ethereum trade, I've built it, I told you guys, let's be patient, let's add here, etc. And now it ended up being a beautiful trade and a beautiful profit. And I'm gonna tell you in just a second about my targets on it. But but the question is, did you listen to me? Or were you one of those people who were just hating on me like a hamster? Really, like these people are like, oh, well, the trend is doing it. Whatever the fuck your trend is. What matters is the fundamentals. And I explained it, and those who didn't even listen to it were like, really? So anyway, I told you about Ethereum. Now the question is, will you listen to me? What is the next big thing? What is the next big hype and the next big narrative? Besides Ethereum, obviously, and subscribe, hit that notification bell, because we're going to probably be picking up some interesting altcoins from ETH, because once the ETF is there, the pumps will be crazy. But also what you need to pay attention to, and what is going to be a huge next narrative, is the event horizon. And I'm going to leave a link down description to this video, as well as in the pinned comment. The event horizon is something that is absolutely monumental. And those who are going to be early in this will be able to participate, collect achievement badges for different tasks, and they will be getting privileged early access to the event horizon. And that ecosystem and what this whole thing is, I just can't wait to start disclosing slowly what it is, because it's pretty intense. And if you're going to be early in this narrative of event horizon, you will thank me later. Anyway, so now about this trade on Ethereum, let's discuss the technicals a bit. And I mean, if you look at the technicals, I mean, look at this. Nice volume, I mean, look at this candle. So many liquidations of people, not naysayers, etc. And Bitcoin also all the way to 71,000. At some point, I think it went to like 72,000, which is absolutely intense. And now we're just battling this resistance of the almost like all-time high. So with this kind of power, let's have a look. Yeah, so basically we actually broke it with quite a bit of volume, and now we're standing above it. Well, we could go down a bit and consolidate and then go higher. And the same thing when it comes to Ethereum, just technically, we are also doing some kind of a pennant here, but we could go down a little bit and then go higher. So, you know, this is just, once the explosion happens, then the market is actually anticipating what is next. And what is next is the 23rd and the actual decision, which is literally in like 48 hours. So, but now the question then becomes, what is my target for this trade? Now, this is what you guys want to all know. And certainly when you're looking at this chart, you know, we had explosion, you know, some kind of correction, and then this hopium, and if it actually happens, the Ethereum ETF, the continuation of the move, in my opinion, will be monumental. Like my target for this is not even 5,000, it's not 7,000, it is something like at least 10K. So this is what it's gonna all look like this. So my target from here, I'm not closing my trade here because I believe it's gonna actually go to at least 10K. And so in this instance, when we see the chance of it actually going to 10K, let me just show you which would be the actual result of this trade. So if you're putting in the take profit right here on this trade, at 10,000, the profit will be 3,500,000. So why should I take a measly profit of 220 if I can make 3.5 million on this trade? And right now the probabilities suddenly have shifted, and this is what I told you about. So pay attention. Mr. Spot on duty. Don't forget about Event Horizon. Participate once the waiting list is open, all the tasks start to open up. You want to be there. And also, check out this quick tutorial as to how to trade Bitcoin with proper risk and money management. Very important so that you know what the hell you're doing. And as always, you're welcome. Peace and love. Tom Scrollo. Stay smart. Stay very rich. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.